In previous episodes of this series, you've seen me trying to build a beautiful open world for my game called Nightstones. Well, in this episode, it's time to build the dark underground of this world. As the player, you'll encounter this network of caves within the first few minutes of the game, and this gives me a chance to show off these underground caverns without revealing any spoilers. Shortly after waking up trapped in your own dream, you'll encounter this deer character. He's ultimately helpful but chides you like a child for your lack of knowledge about how the day and night cycle work.
Honestly, how did you not know that it's the Nightstones that change day to night?
You'll note I've made a few changes to the dialogue in the game. Namely that the camera zooms in on the characters and the speaking player is animated. My goal is to make it very clear who is speaking for everyone, including those affected by color blindness and low vision. Let me know if you guys think this is good enough. It's honestly your helpful feedback driving positive changes like this. So the passive-aggressive deer told you that you need to go to the Oracle's cave so you can unlock the gate to a nearby Nightstone. So let's check this sign for another improvement you guys gave me. I show all the points of interest at once instead of cycling through each location like I was previously. Freaking awesome idea, thank you. Anyway, the sign tells you need to go east to enter the cave. After an easy walk, you'll find the cave entrance. Speaking of walking, let's take a cuteness break to watch my son carry around his baby sister like a champ. As soon as I teach him to change her diapers, I'm gonna have so much free time on my hands. Before I show you the inside of the cave and the other cool stuff I've added to the game, I want to talk about something I haven't done, and that's creating cover art for the game. The Nightstone Steam page would look so much better with some good art on it, something better than just screenshots. My guess is I'd be better at getting Steam Wishlist if I had more appealing art on the page. Also, I would love to release the game on Nintendo Switch, but I doubt my cover art would meet their approval standards, so I've yet to apply. Sometimes I think about running a Kickstarter so I can work on this game full time and make it even bigger and better. But I don't have a good piece of art that will get clicks from passersby who are not familiar with the game. I've worked with 3 different artists and I've never gotten anything I'm confident in. I have this piece of art, but I gave this artist bad direction. I told them to do a nighttime scene when I should have directed them to create a bright, sunny scene with saturated water blues and green grass.
My bad, number 1.
Then I hired this artist, and the background is so freaking good I'm in love with it. But they were never able to design a character that had the approachable charm I was looking for. The best I got was this little guy, and he just kinda came off as creepy to me. I moved on after about 6 weeks of effort.
My bad, number 2.
Then I spent a week trying to convert game screenshots into something that resembled art via Photoshop filters, because I can't draw.
This art is definitely very meh. My bad, number 3.
So then I hired another artist who made this piece. Wait, who is this, you ask? Well, we'll get to her, but come on, you didn't think I'd put you on this world by yourself, did you? Anyway, I love the girl, but I don't think the rest matches the game's aesthetic.
My bad, number 4. And look, no knock on these artists. They're so talented and make some amazing stuff. I'm the solo dev. This lack of progress is on me and me alone.
At this point, I'll take any advice you guys have to get some good cover art. Should I take some better in-game screenshots? Should I create a scene in Blender and do a nice digital render? Or are you an artist, or you know someone who is that can help me? I'm flailing so bad on this one and would love your help. Feel free to drop me a comment, email me from the About page, or post on the Discord server.
Oh yeah, I made a Discord server. The link is in the description. Hit me up and let's talk game dev, or Nightstones, or whatever.
Okay, back to cave building. I want to talk about the design intent for the caves for a second. The caves will serve as a unique and new environment in the game. They will also be a great place to add puzzles. And I can store cool treasures in them when you find waterfall entrances. But they also are a great way to support fast travel in the game. The story of the game requires that you'll have to visit some places more than once, and this means you'll be traveling through an area you've already explored. The cave system gives you an option to take a faster, unexplored path to the same location. Now you can either travel over the mountain or through it. So I have these rock platforms, this wooden bridge, and some glowing crystals and rock formations. The glowing is the same bloom effect that I used for the windows and lamps for Twilight Town in the previous episode. And now it's time to build a cave. This is a good start, but the scene could use a little more depth. I decided to add a system of ropes above the player, similar to what you would find in an abandoned mine. I can hang more lights from the ropes, and I think that'll give me the depth I'm looking for. The ropes themselves became more complicated than I expected. Originally I planned on using straight lines to connect the ropes, but it was cumbersome to try to get all the angles right to get the ropes positioned where I wanted them. So I wrote a custom script that builds the ropes as a curve based upon 3 points that I defined. I'm using Bezier curve mathematics for this. The curve gives the ropes a sense of gravity as the center point hangs lower than the ends. And I was today years old when I learned that although the concept was invented in 1912, the Bezier curve is named after a French engineer who used the concept to design the smooth body shapes of the Renault cars in the 1960s. And literally, pardon my French. I am but a crude American and I know my French pronunciation is terrible. But it makes me feel so refined. So now you can enter this cave and open the treasure chest. You can see there's more to this cave, but you can't reach it from this side, and that's intentional. You'll need to enter this cavern from the other side to unlock all of it. I'm excited to show you the other side of the cave and a cool puzzle mechanic. But before I do, I wanted to thank everyone for voting on a recent poll I posted. Based upon the results, I will for sure be doing a video about how I find the time to game dev with a full-time job and 2 little kids. Also, I have music integrated into the game now, and it was created by an extremely talented composer. You can hear it in the next Nightstones devlog. Please like and subscribe so you can stay updated on the progress and vote on future content. You guys are the best. Thank you. So let's pretend you entered from the other side of this cave. I can't show you this entrance because it'd be a spoiler.
Also, I haven't built this part of the world yet.
You will be presented with a puzzle, and I wanted to show off this mechanic. When you turn on these pillars, they will shoot out these magical trails that turn on the matching symbol of the pillar. And look, more Bezier curves. Something worth noting is that you can walk through these magical trails to block them. And this is part of the mechanic. There won't be any combat in this game, but there will be enemies who do nasty things like block these magic trails. Shoot. I can get this treasure chest, but now I'm stuck. After solving the puzzle, you can now get to the other side of the cavern I showed you originally, and you can drop this bridge to cross to the other side. Now this cave is fully open and you can use it as a shortcut, or you could go the long way. This is an open world game where you decide the best way to travel. That's all I have for today, but I won't keep you waiting for the next episode long.
Click here to catch up on any Nightstones devlogs you might have missed, or click here for a recommended video. I'll talk to you very soon. Thanks so much for your rad support.